Hi everyone, welcome to Karen's Sizzle and Spice. It's a great day, isn't it? Today I'm going to make chicken. I can't believe I haven't made chicken more for these videos. But today it sounds like a really special chicken I'm going to make. It's oven roasted chicken breast with fondant potatoes. Oven's ready. Can you just imagine if your boyfriend or girlfriend calls you up and they say, "What's for dinner?" and you say, "I'm making oven roasted chicken breast with fondant potatoes." They would probably feel pretty darn special, don't you think? And it's really not difficult to do. So let me show you what we're gonna need. Today I'm gonna use two chicken breasts. This is my favorite part of the chicken, and I'll bet you each one of these is about 1 pound. I'll need olive oil, I'll need some chicken broth, I'm gonna use my Montreal seasoning, and some butter. That's for the chicken. And for the potatoes, you're gonna want nice russet potatoes that are kind of rectangular, because you'll see when I cut them that you want them that particular size. We'll need salt and pepper, some thyme, some butter, and some chicken broth, and that's all you need for this fabulous meal. So let's get started. Okay, to get these chicken breasts going here, I have a hot pan on the oven. And you know what? It's not non-stick. It's not really cast iron. It's somewhere in between. But it's a good heavy pan, and it has to be a pan, of course, that you can put right into the oven. So that's getting good and hot. All I'm gonna put on the chicken breast here is some Montreal steak seasoning. I know that sounds funny, but I can't get enough of this stuff. It's just good on any meat that I prepare. Just makes this chicken taste just delicious. So I'm gonna take this over to the oven, and I just have a pat or so of butter in here to start. I'm gonna add just a little bit of olive oil. Just give it a moment here. We want this pan good and hot because we want to get a nice brown crust on this chicken before we put it into the oven. Brown food tastes so good, and also when you sear food and when you sear meats, it creates the most fabulous tasting gravy. So I'm gonna put one chicken breast in here like that. And the second one I'll put in the opposite way here like this. Oh, I love the sizzle. I'm all about it. This is gonna take about 10 minutes or so, and I'll move these chicken breasts around a couple times, and I will show you what it looks like in a few minutes. Wait, before you watch the rest of the video, you have to do me a favor. I need you to subscribe to my channel. It would really help me to grow. You'd be doing me a great favor. If you're on your computer, there's a little red box right in the bottom right corner of your screen. Just click on that to subscribe. And also, if you click the little bell symbol next to the subscribe button, you will be notified every time I put a new video out. And if you're on your phone, turn it sideways, and again, on the bottom right corner of your screen, you're gonna see a little red box. Just click on that to subscribe. I appreciate that so much, thanks. My burner is on medium as these chicken breasts start to sear. This chicken's been cooking for about 5 minutes now, and you can see the pan is just getting a little dry. I'm gonna add a little more butter to continue the searing process, and I'm going to move the chicken around just a little bit. Look at that beautiful crust. Now I'm going to turn the chicken to a spot that's not seared yet. Same with the other one. And I'll let them cook like this for another 5 minutes or so, and we'll be right back. I have to talk a little bit louder because this chicken is just searing so beautifully. I love that sound of the sizzle. I'm going to turn my chicken over now. Look at the beautiful crust on there. Oh my gosh. The chicken is just about ready for the oven now. What I'm going to do is I'm adding another nice big pat of butter. Is there ever too much? I don't think so. And I'm also going to add about 1 cup of chicken broth to the pan here. Oh, I love that sizzle. Now the butter and the broth and the chicken juice is going to create the most fabulous gravy. You won't believe how good this stuff is. This is my very favorite way to eat chicken. So let me get this in the oven. I'm gonna put it right in the middle of the oven. Remember, of course, it has to be an oven-safe pan. My oven is set at 375, and I'm gonna put it right in the middle here, and we'll check it in about 35 minutes for doneness. We'll get the potatoes started next. Okay, to get these russets ready for the fondant potato recipe, this is how we're gonna prepare them. Now remember, you wanna find potatoes that are pretty uniform in size and kind of rectangular. We're gonna cut off, you know what, I need to sharpen my knife a little bit here. My Rachel Ray knife is so indispensable to me in the kitchen. I've got my garbage bowl ready here, and I also have a cold water bowl here that I'm gonna put the potatoes into. So I want to cut off each end of the potatoes for both. And then we're gonna cut these potatoes, actually I think I'll cut it the sides first. We're gonna make sure that as we're cutting off the skins, that we're gonna make these potato cylinders as even in size as we can so they will cook evenly and so that they will look beautiful. So I'm just cutting it down the sides. My knife is nice and sharp. That's what you want. It's funny when these are cooked. I have posted pictures of these fondant potatoes before and people actually thought they were scallops. They just look incredibly gorgeous. You'll be so happy with how these come out. So I've got all the skin off there and I'm just gonna cut this in half down the center. And each one of these potatoes is probably about 2 inches high. You see how they're the same height. So we're gonna do that with the second potato. We're just peeling back all the potato peel, all the skin. And again, we wanna keep in mind that we want all the cylinders that we're creating to be about the same size. Okay. These potatoes are crunchy on the outside when they're ready and pillowy soft on the inside. They are so worth the effort and you could really impress your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or just your family with these potatoes. Again, I'm gonna cut it right down the center of the potato. And you can see all 4 of these are right about the same size. That's a little bit wider, but at least the height is the same. What I'm gonna do next is I'm just gonna soak these potatoes into some cold water. We'll leave them in here for about 5 minutes just to get the starch off of them. And then I'll show you what's next. Okay, I actually just cut up a 3rd potato, so I've got 6 beautiful fondants to cook. I'm taking all my potato peelings, putting them in my garbage bowl. These Rachel Ray bowls also are just indispensable to me in the kitchen. These potatoes have been soaking here for about 5 minutes just to get the starch off of them a little bit. They'll fry nicer. So I'm just taking them out and I'm going to blot them dry, put some seasoning on them, and get them in a pan. And just like the chicken, I'm using an oven-safe pan. It's not quite cast iron. It's not non-stick. It's kind of somewhere in between. I'm just gonna blot these a little bit. I'm gonna salt and pepper them. You know, potatoes like a lot of salt and pepper. I'm anxious for you to see just how gorgeous these are gonna look. Some salt on here. Let's take these right to the oven. My pan has been warming up here a while. A couple of pats of butter. I'm gonna add a touch of olive oil, just like I did for the chicken. And sometimes, you know what I do to make sure a pan's hot enough? I take my little water bottle and just squirt a drop in. That's how you can tell it's good and hot. I'm gonna put these potatoes in seasoning side down. And I am not gonna touch these for, at least 5 minutes. We want them nice and brown. We want a beautiful, crunchy sear on the top of these potatoes. I think I might add just a touch more butter in there. Butter helps them to brown beautifully as well. And I'll let you see what these look like in a few minutes. Okay, these potatoes have been cooking here for about 6 minutes. They should be ready to go to turn over. I'm putting salt and pepper on this side. You can always add more later if you'd like, but potatoes like salt and pepper, that's for sure. And I'm gonna put a little bit of thyme sprinkled on these potatoes just to give it a beautiful flavor. Thyme is pretty strong. I don't know about you guys, but I am careful with it. I love the smokiness it gives food, but you don't want to use too much. Now I'm going to turn these over and show you how gorgeous they look and why people think they look like scallops. I mean, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful brown. These are just gorgeous. Fondant potatoes. Fancy schmancy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add about 1 cup of chicken broth. Love the sizzle. Can you hear me? It's kind of loud in here. I'm going to turn this flame off now. Finish putting in that 1 cup of chicken broth, because some of this will evaporate in the oven. And I'm going to put these right inside the oven next to the chicken. If you could only smell my house. It smells heavenly in here. The chicken's almost done. We'll check it soon. All right, let's check the oven. The chicken's been in here for about almost 40 minutes now. Let's take it out and check it. Look at how gorgeous this is. The potatoes are still in there cooking, so we'll leave those. And please be careful when you take this kind of pan out of the oven. I have more than once burnt myself, so this is a really great investment. It's a rubber piece that slides right onto the handle, so there's no chance of burning yourself. Now, if the chicken is done, the internal temperature should be about 165. I have this new thermometer that I got. It seems pretty nice and accurate. Now, when you put the thermometer in, oh, look at that. The chicken is done perfectly. It's at 165. Be sure that when you put the thermometer in your chicken, that you don't push it in all the way to the bone. You want it kind of in the middle of the meatiest part of whatever meat it is you're checking to get an accurate reading. Now, look at the gravy that this has created. I'm telling you, my kids have, look at that brown. Delicious roasted chicken gravy. I'm laughing because I remember my kids used to laugh at me the way I would lap this up on my plate. I could drink this chicken gravy with a straw. So we need to wait a few more minutes for the potatoes to be ready. So I'm gonna put the cover on here and I'm gonna leave it off the stove so it doesn't cook anymore. And we'll be back when the potatoes are ready and we'll plate it all up. I took these potatoes out of the oven at 30 minutes to check them for doneness, and to do that, you just put a toothpick in the center. If it slides out really easily, then it's ready to go. This one's a little bit hard, still in the middle, and we don't have a heck of a lot of juice left in the pan here, so I'm gonna add a little bit more chicken broth just to cover the bottom of the pan again, and I'll put these back in the oven for another 10 minutes and we'll check them again. Well, look how gorgeous they are. Whoa, that's impressive. Okay, the potatoes are ready. They took about 40 minutes in the oven. They are gorgeous. I'm gonna put them here. Whoops. And I'm gonna be sure to put on my rubber handle guard here. I just realized I only have one. I'm gonna need to get on Amazon to get some more of those. And just for your information, some of the most popular items that I use and the most needed, I will tag the items. I'll put links for them in the descriptions of the videos. You can find that in almost all of my videos. Now, let's uncover this. Whoa, look at this fabulousness. I cannot wait to try this. So I'm gonna put this piece of chicken on my plate. And a fondant potato. I'm so excited. Look at how gorgeous and elegant that is on a plate. So let me taste this. And you know what? Remember, please, you eat with your eyes first. So why not make it beautiful? This stuff is gorgeous. I'm gonna cut into this chicken. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually dip it right into the gravy here. Ugh. It's done perfectly. You can see that it's still glistening with juiciness. You know, if you cook a chicken breast too long and it gets dry, it does not taste good. So just give yourself some times to try this out if you've never made chicken breast before, to get the timing down right. Let's taste this. Oh my God. That buttery, juicy chicken is incredible. I'm actually gonna spoon some of this chicken gravy right onto these potatoes because the gravy is just so flavorful. Let me taste one of these. Like I said, they're pillowy soft on the inside and crunchy on the outside. And the flavor, oh, that gravy really makes it. So if you enjoy what you've seen today, do me a favor, please click on subscribe and come back and visit me often. Thanks for being here.